family came from France, and so my mom was always the image of someone who worked very hard. She was a role model. She started out with practically door-to-door sales of cosmetics, eventually made her way into owning her own business for 30 years. And so watching her achieve all of this, I thought to myself, well, I think I could do that. I do everything from makeup, which I love, to facials, which I also love because they're so relaxing. I do glycolic peels. I do salicylic peels. So those are more intense, but the results are worth it, so I really see that with my clients. I do tinting, lash and brow tinting. And a big part of my job is actually consultation. I actually help people with their skincare regimen to decide if what they're using is working for them, or if they want other results, I can help them achieve those with the great stuff that I carry here. I actually was a business major at San Jose, and so I decided to go into business, and so I joined electronics, Silicon Valley, did that whole grind, excuse me, that whole intense electronic Silicon Valley grind, which was about 60 to 70 hour weeks, and I was a buyer. I loved what I did, I progressed very rapidly, but it was also a very male-dominated business, and it required being just as tough as those guys, and I had 2 kids at home, so I decided I didn't want to be spending all that time with work when I should be actually at home. So then I actually came to San Luis. I moved down here from Northern California, from San Jose, looked around, found a place that had a similar product line to what I was accustomed to, so I started working with this wonderful woman in Los Osos. We were kind of partnering. She was kind of starting to pull out more of the business, and I kind of took it over because my style is to just jump in, grab the bull by the horns and do it. So I added more product lines, more services, more hours, all this stuff, and then realized that the town that we were doing this business in wasn't adequate to support this kind of dynamic business. So I decided, I live in San Luis, I need to bring the business back into San Luis. It was a big risk. Number one, I turned down a job offer from Apple, and I did that very conscientiously. It took me a lot of time to really decide if I was going to do that or change careers and go back to school with high school girls for 4 months of training in cosmetology school. It was very humbling, but it was a good decision because I knew I had the vision that long term it would be my calling and it's what I would want to do. But it was very, very difficult, and as I say, very, very humbling, because I had been in charge of a department and I knew what that was like and the whole power trip. But getting past that was fine. Getting out of that whole activity level was really a great thing for me. I think that I provide education for women. That's number one, because I think a lot of women are fooled into thinking that they can only achieve that look from the beauty industry when they do XXX, when they do Botox, collagen fillers, lifts, plastic surgery. So this is what I'm doing. I really love it, but I have to say it's challenging and it takes all my attention and all my love.